Hello, my name is Scot Reinhardt, and I'm running for council in Elliot Lake. I wanted to share with you today a few thoughts I have about the retail situation. Currently, in Elliot Lake, a lot of people are having to leave the city because they can't get essentials. They go to Sudbury or Sault Ste. Marie or Espanola, sometimes even Blind River, to buy the basics. And while they're out of town, what they're doing is they're buying a list of other stuff that some of which they can even buy in Elliot Lake. But for convenience sake, while they're there, they're spending a lot of money. That hurts our economy here in Elliot Lake. So priority one, job one for council after the election is to get the retail situation fixed in Elliot Lake by building that shopping complex and by attracting a department store here so that people can get the essentials. And when they shop for the essentials in town, they spend a lot of their retail money here. That's going to create jobs. And by having good stores here, we're going to improve the lives of people in town, the quality of life. Some of us can travel quite easily, but others cannot. They have mobility issues. And those people need solutions. They need council to step up, get the library to sign their lease extension, and get that shopping complex moving as soon as possible. I wanted to talk to you today about Phase 2 of the waterfront development project. Some of the candidates that are running for council have expressed some doubt about the benefits of cottage lot development. And what I can tell you is this, that adding hundreds of homes to the property tax rolls will do nothing but benefit this city in the years to come. Yes, there are carrying costs in building roads and maintaining them, but the taxes collected easily pay for those costs. One of the things we need to fix in the waterfront area is when council sits in the next taxation cycle, they need to make an adjustment to the urban surcharge to lower the taxes on the waterfront. We've heard over and over again that the taxes out there are not only too high, but it's going to hurt future growth out there. What happens when we have waterfront development? Well, first of all, we make roads, and then the hydro goes in. But the biggest thing that happens is the construction industry gears up, and hundreds of jobs are created, building cottages and docks and decks and boathouses and so on. After the original construction phase, you then have retail sales that come when people move into those places. Even if they're seasonal, they do drive retail business that is not presently here. It's all new business. And of course, we go back to the property taxes. Hundreds of new homes pump tens of thousands of dollars into the coffers of the city through property taxation. This lowers the costs of operating the city for every taxpayer in Elliot Lake. When you spread out the cost of running the city to hundreds of new homes, it lowers everybody's tax bill. So let's get behind Phase 2 cottage lot development. When I get elected to council, I'm looking forward to working hard on that. Wanted to share a few thoughts with you today about the White Mountain building. A lot of people have asked me why I've taken such a strong position on why the city should remove itself financially from the White Mountain building. The answer is very simple. The cost of operating the White Mountain building is way too high. Over the years, we've had several developers come in and look at the building, go over the prints, tour it with their engineers, and they've all come to the same conclusion. The White Mountain building is simply too costly to operate. Currently, the White Mountain Board has an agreement with the City of Elliot Lake that the city will pick up any losses at the White Mountain and chart them as a receivable. It was expected that the cost overruns from the retrofit would be paid for with operating profits as they go forward. It turns out that instead of operating profits, there are more operating losses. So the taxpayer is on the hook, and no matter how the board goes out and tries to explain these losses, the end of the story is you, the taxpayer, are going to be on the hook as losses continue to mount. So it's important that the city disconnects itself. The board has also said that they're going to look for more commercial tenants to fill the building so that they can make a profit. All that's going to accomplish is to hurt the current commercial landlords in town who are already struggling. And these are people that pay high property taxes that support the services you need in the city. White Mountain is a government-subsidized business, and every candidate for mayor and every candidate for council, when they were polled by the chamber, clearly said they were against government competing with private business, and that's exactly what the White Mountain Board is doing and plans on continuing to do. It's time for a reality check here. The city needs to get itself disconnected from that building financially. The board has to face the fact that it will never show an operating profit, and a transition plan has to be put in place to move the people that are in that building into other commercial properties. Every time there's an election, politicians are telling you this is the most important election in recent history. This is a serious election. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to tell you the same thing. This election is really important. I've been in Elliot Lake since 1970, and I've lived through some hard times in this city. I remember walking out of the gate when I was laid off at the mine and looking back, seeing the gate come down, and thinking, it's over. What's going to happen to Elliot Lake? Well, I was one of the guys that stayed and fought hard and worked hard, tried to get the city back on its feet, and we did. I served 10 years on council. And what I'm asking you today in the coming election is to think about the composition of the council and what you want it to look like. We need a council that can work together. We need a council that has experience, a track record of accomplishing things. I look back over the last couple of decades and I think about all the things we built in Elliot Lake, the highway corridor improvements, the waterfront development, St. Joseph's Manor, and the list goes on. After the mines closed, we got busy and we got things done. And we can do that again. We need a council that's focused, knows how to capitalize on momentum, and will stabilize the situation. We've got to get our retail sector back up and running. We've got to get a department store in here, get the new mall built. On October the 27th, I ask for your support in the election, and I look forward to serving you in the next 4 years. Thank you very much.